Hi everyone, welcome back. Once I've shown you how to multiply, how to divide, and how to go a power to a power with index laws, that's the three previous videos. That's video 1, 2 and 3. On this playlist, they're all kept in number order, so you can logically move from one to the next. So this is a mixture. What I found over the years is I keep revising, and you need a mixture which goes and takes the previous lot and puts it together, because a lot of students go, yeah, I've got it, I'm okay. Then they get mixed up when it gets a mixture of them. So let's have a look at the first one. The bases stay the same, we're always going to have that. A normal 5 will multiply by a normal 2, so that's just a 10. That x has actually a power of 1 on top. And what do we do when the bases stay the same? When you're multiplying, we add the powers. So 2 plus 1 is 3. If you wanted to write it out in full, you'd have 5 times an x times another x times a 2 times another x. So altogether you've got 3 x's. It's quite funny what people do when they write it as a 2. So when I see the answer to the questions, you often see a 2 there instead of a 3. Okay, dividing, still the bases stay the same. We've got a normal 9 divided by a normal 3. So how many times does 3 go into 9? Most of you be okay with that. That's 3 times. This has got a 1. So when you're dividing, the bases stay the same. And 4 take the 1 becomes a 3. So when you're dividing and the bases stay the same, you subtract the powers, and the 4 take 1 is a 3. Next one, a little bit different. I'm going to write it out this time. So 2x by 2x by 2x. So that 3 means write it out 3 times, multiply it by itself. So I've got a 2 by 2 by 2, normal numbers is just an 8, and an x times an x times an x is an x cubed. Over this one here, bit long to write it out if I wrote the whole thing in full, so this is where it's nice to start to understand. This is a 5 squared, it's not a 5, 2 is a 10, it's a 5 times a 5 is a 25. Then the x's is a 3 times a 2, a power raised to a power. That means write all of this bit here out twice, which means it's x to the 6. 3 2s are 6. So the y, the 4 and the 2, is 4 2s are 8. So we multiply the indices, but the bases stay the same. This one over here, normal 15 divided by a normal 5 is just a 3. And then what do we do with the powers? The base stays the same. 5 subtract 2 is 3. And by the way, in the middle of a divide, it's like a little subtract sign, which often helps people to remember that when you're dividing, you subtract the powers. Same for this one over here. 5 divided by 15, a bit tricky. It's a third. I do see some students write that as 3. So 5 divided by 15 is a third. Some people will need to write that it's 5 divided by 15. If you need to do that and you're not confident with your fractions, you're allowed to do that. Now the 6 take the 2 is x to the power of 4. So the bases stay the same. 6 take 2 is the 4. Now some of you will recognise that 5 on 15 is just a third. X to the 4. And if you want to, you can write that. This is a numerator, that's a numerator. You can just write the x to the 4 on the top, and you can write the 3 on the bottom. I hope it helps. More to come. Thank you.